Assalamu alaikum, family. This is Mariam Alima, and this is another episode of What Do You Know About Islam? So today's topic is going to be about something that I found out about a couple of days ago. It's called psychosclerosis. Psychosclerosis. Now, what is psychosclerosis? Let's go ahead and give a quick little definition of what that is. Psychosclerosis, which is another name for hardening of the attitudes. This is generally experienced by a particular type of person who is rigid, inflexible, and unchanging. This is the kind of person who develops fixed attitudes on certain person or subject and then resists any attempt to change his mind. This condition is rooted in fear. Psychosclerosis is your natural tendency to fall in love with your own ideas and then vigorously defend them against anything new. This is often called the mechanical way of thinking. The opposite of psychosclerosis is flexibility and the willingness to consider other points of view, other ideas, with the very real possibility that you could be wrong. The mental flexibility is the mark of successful and intelligent person. This adaptive worldview helps to keep people's minds open to new information. The people in this category are willing to abandon an old idea if someone can come along and show them that a new idea has more merit. So, psychosclerosis, the hardening of the attitude. Now, this term to me was so profound, was so mind-blowing to have a definition to it, because for me it correlates to something that I read in the Quran, and I'm just going to go ahead and read that surah to you. It is Surah 16, ayat 101 to 110. It reads, "And when we change a message for a message, and Allah knows best what He reveals, they say, thou art only a forger. Nay, most of them know not. Say, the Holy Spirit has revealed it from thy Lord with truth, that it may establish those who believe, and as a guidance, as a guidance and good news for those who submit. And indeed, we know that they say, only a mortar teaches him. The tongue of him whom they hint at it is foreign, and this is clear Arabic language. Those who believe not in Allah's messages, Allah guides them not, and for them is a painful chastisement. Only they forge lies who believe not in Allah's messages, and they are the liars. Whoso disbelieves in Allah after his belief, not he who is compelled while his heart is content with faith, but he who opens his breast for the disbelieving people. These are they whose hearts and ears and eyes Allah has sealed, and these are the heedless ones. No doubt that in the hereafter they are the losers." I use that surah because for people that, I'm going to say for the lost found or hypocrites, because this is speaking of hypocrites, I think more particularly so than the lost found, but the lost found I am going to include for the simple fact that you have people that you try to give information to, and they are so wrapped up in the lie that they were given. This world, the way that the world is viewed today by the majority, it's a lie. You're being fed a lie. The majority of people do not know the origin of self. So when you don't know self, it's very hard for you to navigate throughout life and to accept truth, because you don't know who you are. White supremacy has affected everything within this world that we live in. So until you come to terms with that, it's going to be very hard for you to move past certain things such as homosexuality, the the war against us, be it medical warfare, educational warfare. See, you have different groups of people. You have people that are coming into consciousness that aren't necessarily fully awakened. And that's the problem that we're facing now. You're having people that believe that they're conscious. So when you present them facts and truth about other things that you would think that they would be, more inclined to accept, they still are holding on to a piece of this world. And in all actuality, once you truly submit your will to the will of Allah and allow yourself to let go of your own mental blockages and to really want to tap into what he has, then that's when you win. That's when you're going to be at peace. But some people have developed psychosclerosis. So now their attitudes, their mind are so closed off. They're so fixated on what they've been dealt and been given that they don't even want to hear truth. And it's a very sad thing. And it's funny because someone in opposition to me and my viewpoints could then use psychosclerosis and say that, well, you're not budging, you're not changing your stance, your ideas, and what you believe. These aren't my ideas. These aren't. I didn't manifest this truth. This truth is truth. I'm thankful to have it. I'm thankful to not have wool over my eyes and see the world for what it is. And I just want the same for everybody else. So if you find yourself getting information that you may not be sure of, don't just automatically shut it down. I say, really analyze it and try to do some mathematical, because Islam is mathematics. So do some mathematical thinking, some equating with what makes sense in life, like what truly makes sense. Okay? And then you can derive at truth. That's all you really have to do. This is a little quick pod. I just wanted to touch on that really, really fast. I implore all those who are interested in Islam to go out to your local Nation of Islam mosque. If you do not know where it is, you can get in contact with me via this video. So via YouTube, via Instagram. My Instagram is _MARYAMALIMA _MARYAMALIMA. And I will find out the information, whatever city you're in, if they have a study group, if they have an actual mosque. Go out and listen to the minister. These are life-giving teachings. So these teachings are on YouTube. You can look at old videos of Minister Louis Farrakhan. You can look at old videos of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who was given the teachings by Master Farad Muhammad, who came to us in person, who is God, Allah. Thankful to know it. Thankful to have accepted it. But yes, seek truth. When you find truth, be apt to accept it. Don't let your heart and your mind be closed off because you're afraid. You're afraid. The truth is so mind-blowing because of how well structured and how intricate the lie is. When it's woven into the fabrics of everything, you're like, it is mind-blowing. So I can understand how for some that want to hold on because it's simpler. Because even in the Matrix, what did he say? What did he say? Ignorance is bliss. Yep. I prefer truth. It is a task. I would rather say it is a task to combat falsehood on a daily basis, but it is the job of those who are in the know. With that, I leave you with love, light, and clarity, and peace.